Hi, I'm Joanne. Welcome to my sewing room. It's a work in progress. It's also my basement. It's getting there though. It's getting better. Today we're going to do patchwork work jeans. It's my husband's project that he gave to me because he can't do it. He's a maintenance mechanic and he gets his pants very greasy, so he has this little solution that he does. He squirts it on there and then he scrubs it and he makes the jeans. They don't last very long with him because he doesn't like them to be greasy. But now they have had ginormous holes in them. I patched them once, but they kind of let loose. I wasn't really into patching them. But he's getting ready to retire and he said, can you just get me to retirement with these pants? So this one particular pair. The other ones, I guess they're okay. But I said, okay, I'll agree to it. So that's what we're doing. We're going to be patching them. So this is not a quick video. This is more of a talk kind of video. And I'm going to bring you along and we're going to have fun in my sewing room because this is how I sew. I sew when I talk. Here are the jeans. So this is what I did about 2.5 to 3 months ago. I patched these up. These are just Rustler jeans. They're the Walmart jeans. So they have the double stitching on this side and then they have a single stitching on here. So that makes it easy. I'm going to patch this. See, I didn't put the patch there and he eventually wore this out because he tries to keep them clean as possible. A maintenance mechanic, gets dirty, works with machines, but he comes home and he's got a secret cleaning solution that he uses. Wait till the end. I'll tell you what it is. I've got to ask him. He's on the phone with a friend right now, so I'm just going to go in here. I didn't probably have to go that far, but I'm going to open up this inner leg seam so that I can get at this really easily. And I use a razor. Of course, you can use a seam ripper if you feel uncomfortable with that. It's not a pretty patchwork like when we make our patchwork jeans that are upcycled. I technically am upcycling if you think about it, because these jeans have holes in them and some people would think they need to go in the trash, but not us. Oh, my husband, his mother, when we first got married and for a lot of years, he would take his pants to her because I refused to patch them. I told him, he had to throw them away and get new ones. But he didn't want to do that. And his mom used to patch the patches. Well, I guess I'm kind of doing that now. Look at me, just like my mother-in-law. Now that I've been married to him for 45 years, I'm doing it. My husband's not one to give up on something just because it doesn't work. He usually fixes it. He finally gave in and gave me a pair of pants so that I could fix these. So that's what we're doing here. And take a few pins, nice sturdy pins, because, these are my sturdiest. This is thick denim. And we'll just pin along, make sure I got everything. I repaired that with a darning method, I believe, didn't I? Oh, maybe I didn't. Maybe I will do that, because otherwise he'll get a hole in that. I've repaired this with the darning method. So as you can see, this is not a quick tutorial about how to patch your pants. We're just having fun in having you come along in my sewing room, and maybe you can learn something. We're just taking our time, getting the machine prepared, gonna thread the machine, gonna go over to the serger. You're gonna see what happens there. It's not a pretty thing, I'm telling you, but we work through it. This is what happens when you're in the sewing room. There's my treadmill, which I haven't used in a while, but I am proud of myself because I don't have anything hanging off of it. Most people do that. I used to do that when I had a treadmill in my room when I was younger. I used it for a while, and then after a while I didn't, and then I started hanging stuff off of it. So I'm proud that I'm not hanging stuff off it. Just go in there and just slide it right underneath of the machine. And under the foot, not the machine. I always say the machine, but it's not what I mean. And I'm going to go up, make sure that I don't catch this pocket. And I'm going to use a clip just so that way I don't sew the pocket to the pants. Because then it just makes some unnecessary seam ripping happen. Now I'm going to start here at the top. And this machine only does a straight stitch. And then the white thread blends right in with the denim, because if you look at the denim, it really has a lot of white in it. I'm going to go 1/4 of an inch in. I think I did more of an 1/8 of an inch last time. And that's probably why it frayed and came undone right here. Because it looks like I only did just the border. And then after washing a few times, it came out. Sometimes it seems like we do a lot of wrestling with the pants when we're sewing the patches on. But all in all, I think it's still better than sewing them by hand. I think it's much sturdier this way. Now I'm going to do some darning up here. So this is a hole here, about to become a hole. I'm just going to go back and forth. I have my stitch length about 2.5. I'll just go back and forth, reverse, back and forth, and this is going to just prevent that hole from popping all the way through. I'm reinforcing the threads by going back and forth. I mean, if I wanted it to be perfect, I would go with the grain, with those lines, but I just want to just prevent it from making a hole. So while I'm going back and forth, I'm also moving just gently so that I don't break the needle. And then when you're darning, sometimes it reinforces it if you go the opposite direction too. And that's how simple that was. Just a couple rows, a little darning up in the corner. Now I'm just gonna put these right sides together, so I gotta turn it inside out. So I'm just gonna go over to my serger and I'm gonna just serge that closed. Well, I took it over to my serger. I thought I would serge it, and I wanted to make sure that I started at the beginning where I ripped it out so there's no holes. My serger was not that cooperative with me today. And if you're still watching, it's probably because you're interested. I thought I would leave this in because this is real, folks. When you're sewing and this happens. Oops. Ooh, my serger is not as happy about sewing through denim. I'm trying to go slow. Eesh. My serger doesn't like the denim. You know what? I'm not breaking my serger. I don't know why it worked before. It's not working now, so I'm not going to risk ruining my serger because my grandson is learning how to sew, and I gave him a sewing machine and he broke it because he was trying to feed denim through it and it was too heavy for the machine. So that's what this feels like to me. So I'm not risking that. There we go. I'm going to make my stitch length a little bit longer. Back stitch and off to the races. And how would I explain to my grandson if I broke my machine? Sewing denim just like he did wouldn't be so good. This machine, I love it. I'm going along and I'm going along and I'm thinking that I'm doing well. The machine sounds really good. And then I realize, and we ran out of bobbin. Those loose strings, they always bother me. So I have to always keep those handy clippers next to my sewing machine because I like to clip off those extra threads that hang around. And the patch that I did when I did it last time, I kept the loose jeans that had the holes in them on the knees because sometimes he's on his knees when he's working on things, and it's, number one, you're not going to see it. Number two, it gives him a little cushion there on his knee, so it looks a little strange from this angle, but I didn't want to cut it off because it would give him cushion. One time I patched my son's pants and I actually took some Sherpa fabric and I sewed it on the inside and then put the patch over top of the Sherpa, so that way when he kneeled he could have the soft Sherpa on his knee. But those were Carhartt pants, and those were a little more of a challenge than doing it on these. So it is an option though. You can put things behind the knee when you're patching. Just a thought. Finishing up here, and it took me about 25 minutes to do the whole thing, which to me, because I enjoy sewing, it really didn't seem like it was that long. I'm not sure about you, but when I am in my sewing room, it's my happy place. It doesn't matter that everything's not finished the way I want it. I still have a vision for it. But when I'm there, I just really enjoy my time when I'm working on a project. I love to finish things, and I just love to be it's my happy place. That's what it is. It's my happy place. Okay, they are done. Let's turn them right side out. I don't have to really press these. There we go. There you have the holes all sewn up. Patchwork work jeans all done, all ready for another day of work. There. Now I'll give him the bill and we'll be good. Now, what he uses to clean the grease on these is a mixture of simple green and less oil. And then he puts it in the mixture in a bottle, and then he sprays it on it and he lets it soak for 30 minutes. And then he comes back with a little scrub brush and he'll scrub that out. So there's that. And I'll be making a pin cushion out of this, which is left over from an apron that I made, and I already gave it away, so I don't even have one to show you. But I want to make a cute square pin cushion because I saw somebody using one and I thought that was the cutest thing, and I need to make one for myself now. So let's make a pin cushion next week. Grab your favorite material that's left over, or even a shirt, anything made out of anything. If it's your favorite and you want to look at it in your sewing room, grab it, and then we'll make a pin cushion together next week. Who's waiting at the door? Who's waiting at the door? Who is this? Who's these little baby chicks? Oh, Cinderella. Oh, no, she got to go back. Hi, little nosy chicks. Hi. Oh, don't come in. No. Don't come out.